What's up? Welcome back to session. We're still in San Francisco. It seems there are a lot more missions to do here than I thought. First things first, my board is a bit worse for wear. So let's just get something different. It's been a while since I skated in 8.0. And I kind of like this one, so yes. Same old grip as always. Yeah, sure. Wheels as well. Trucks don't really matter. Okay. I don't really know where anyone is here. I've been just playing by myself a bit. And I'm sure I saw more people, but I forget where they all are. So let me just go to where the marker is pointing towards, which is pyramid ledges. I kind of remember this one being pretty difficult. Yeah, it's a very long line. Grind or slide, pop out, trick on flat, grind rail, trick upstairs, trick downstairs, trick off the curb. That is not going to be easy. I'm not going to bother with the running start, because it never really works out. Okay. Pop shove did not want to work. Disrupted by the elevator. That was my wife sneezing. Okay. Front lip. Back 180. Switch. Front 180. That's very much the level I'm aiming for. Bit too slow. Didn't register. Front blunt, just for variation. I did not mean to flip. Do I dare a backlip? No. It seems to happen more often lately that you do kind of ghost pushes. If you let go of the push button a bit too early. See, again. I didn't hold the push button because I knew I only needed one push. Okay. Oh, come on. That is very tall. A few days ago, I randomly decided to count how many more pro missions are left. I think it was only 15. This is a bit lame. But I'll take it. Would be cool if that was a grip tape graphic instead of a deck. Torey is right here. Backside tail, backside lip. Okay. So, yeah, I do have to take the left one. It says the whole ledge. No. Quick do-over, even though there's no way to redo it because it's already registered. No. $270 out would be cool. I'm still as bad at backside grinds as I ever was. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but very often lately, I say very often, like once every few play sessions of any game, my controller disconnects. I never had that problem before we moved. Might be just a matter of trying a different port. Because I always use it wired. Some play sessions it happens multiple times, as it just did. Sometimes it doesn't happen at all. Come on, why do you always heel flip? With the sides, I mean the trick relative inputs. That shouldn't happen because I'm just flicking sideways. Okay, I'll take it. Next ledge. Just for laughs, I want to try a blunt behind that post. There's a good chance I'm gonna clip it anyway. Or not. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay. Backside lip. This is getting a bit stupid. I'm wondering, I mean, there's a few options. Could be the controller, could be the cable, could be the port, could be Steam. Terrible. Perhaps I'm being overly critical. But I wanted to pop to the street. What am I trying to do? That. Okay. Louis, who is probably not in this map. Elias Coleman. Oh. Sweet. It's not something I've ever skated much. This particular corner bench. Low pop blunt. That was way more steezy than I intended. Maybe it was just the angle. The camera angle. How? What is happening? Okay. Moving on. I mentioned just a few minutes ago that I believe there's only 15, now 14 missions left. So ideally, that's like 3 videos, perhaps. Maybe 4. Also, I figured out how to do back foot tricks, as in ollie north and south. Except now it's not working. They're kind of fun to do, just as an in-between trick. Particularly, I like nollie. What is it? 180 nollie south? Is that a thing? Anyway, Louis, what do you want? Okay, this line. Gap over the bench. Trick over the trash pile. Kicker over the bench. Okay. It's a bit awkward. I don't like when there's a lot of stuff to do in a short amount of time. Could just do ollie north. Except I can't. Maybe starting up here. Not sure what happens. Nope. I think it's very cheesy in a way. I think I'm just gonna ollie over the trash because I feel like it's a bit unrealistic and mostly just difficult to do anything cool. Some flip first, then ollie over the trash. And then like a 180 ollie north of some variation. Gap over the barrier, power slide over 2 bumps, trick on the bank. So I have to go the other direction or not. Or is it not even a line? I didn't pay attention to what he said. Backside flip. Unless you do have to go this direction. Yeah, surely you must, because that's where the marker is. I can't. Nope. Okay, barely. Trick what? Trick on the bank. Nollie hard flip. Deal with the inconsistent speeds. So bad. Not surprisingly, I want to clean that up. Power slides are so slow sometimes. They're just not responding. Is it because I'm switch? No. I don't know. Big flip. Maybe my friction is too high. I don't know. In some ways that was better, in other ways it was much worse. Nope. I keep hitting the touchpad to pause the menu. There must be some kind of muscle memory from a different game. Very likely SnowRunner. Speaking of SnowRunner and driving games specifically, you may have seen the post from yesterday, which wasn't really yesterday, from Sunday. I got my early birthday present. I talked about it a bit in the last SnowRunner stream. That I didn't expect it to be a sim wheel because I didn't expect my wife to know which one to get. But apparently I did put it on our shared wish list. So she knew exactly what to get. And my sister also chipped in some Moza R3, the bundle. I don't know from memory the model of the wheel itself, but yeah. The R3 bundle with the wheel and pedals. Part of me felt like I should play a driving game for this video instead of session. I felt like session was a bit more overdue for another video. Anyway. Flip in, grind, or slide, flip out. I sincerely hope that's not going to be a whole line I have to do. Like all three things. I wonder if I fall now. No, it still counts. No, it doesn't. You do have to do them all three at once. That's pretty rough, even for this game. Yeah, I quite like this first thing. Frontside shove, nose grind, nollie flip. These late game challenges are not messing around. I do declare. Okay, and then not switch. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So maybe I should think. Exact same thing. Sure. Nollie flip 5-0. Why does that never work? Come on. I know I'm locking in terribly, but still. I am losing my patience. No idea. It would help if I could see. Now this is all gonna fail. Yeah. Really, I should do the inward heel front tail first. Because that's the one I'm least confident about. It's safe to say I had repressed these late game challenges to the back of my mind for good reason, because they absolutely suck. Well, at this rate, getting through the last 13 challenges, if I counted correctly, that's gonna take 13 more videos. random. Okay, please. I don't even care what I do at this point. I just want to be done with it. My palms are getting sweaty. It's not lost yet. If I can circle around. That was a risk. Frontside shove crook. Jesus. Still not lost. Come on. What happened? Maybe I should just do frontside and backside shoves in and out. Although I can't really... I don't have the muscle memory to nollie shove for some reason. Son of a bitch. Is this the worst challenge in the game? I'm sure there were other equally difficult ones, if not more difficult. Can you register? It's kind of not so fun anymore. It's just excessively difficult for no reason. I hate line challenges in general. Hate is a strong word. I dislike line challenges. This one is something else. And he's not even a pro. Okay, please, I'm going way too slow. Circle around, don't do anything unnecessary. Thank you. Whew. I think I did 3 times the same thing. So we have frontside shove, nose grind, nollie flip, backside shove, nose grind, nollie flip. And lastly, backside shove, nose grind, crookish, nollie flip. I need my fancy shot for the thumbnail. which is a bit awkward because I can't really see him from the front. Okay. Of course, what I said about how many videos it will take to finish everything, that's not really relevant because I don't leave all the attempts in. Not even close. Unless it takes 5 attempts or less. But generally I try to edit every challenge so it takes roughly the same amount of time in the final video. That is something I kind of not struggle with necessarily, but I am mindful of how many attempts I should leave in. Anyway, back to this place with Beagle. Trick in, grind or slides, trick out. Times 6. Not in a line. It's one kind of sketchy. Two. Backside shove crook. Why can't you pop? How did that count? Trick in. It doesn't say flip in. But I would like to do at least once what I said I would do. I cannot pop my shovets anymore. Didn't mean to flip out. I don't fully understand how I landed that. Oh, yeah. I'll redo that. Replay editor. Nice, and that's all Beagle's missions done. So just to redo that last thing. I guess you can tell what I was going to do, but and okay, barely. It would be nice if I could blunt the ledge, then pop onto the bank. Side pop doesn't seem to work. But yeah, there's not really any time. I didn't finish my thought. What I was kind of trying to do was blunt the ledge, then pop onto here, and then do like a whatever kind of flip. For the last one, I think it's gonna be the last one. Maybe this one, since I remember it's here. This was very much a tricky one before the big update from earlier this year. Purely because of the smith. Because back then, smiths didn't really lock in. Now it should be much easier. Backtail seems obvious. No. I refuse. Didn't want to flip out. Even worse than not landing easy things is accidentally landing more difficult things. Okay, now Smith. Still not going to be easy. In fact, it's going to be more difficult than I thought it would be. Purely because of the curve. I don't really know how to make myself stay on. I think I know what I would have to do. I don't know how to do it. Because I have to be as far over the rail with the back truck as I can be. Not that far. I was sort of expecting that to count, and I think I would have taken it. Because I just don't really know how to stay locked in. Works fine with willies. I'm sure there is some kind of cheat for this. To do it by not really doing it. Again, that could have counted. I regret doing this as the last challenge for today. I think it will be the last challenge anyway. Maybe I could do another one if I know it's going to be an easy one. Again, forgive me for saying this, but this is just bad game design. There's no way anyone play tested this and thought, yeah, this is doable. I know it's doable, I've done it before. But this is just unnecessarily difficult. Really seems Manny Santiago has the worst challenges. There's this one. There is the cutoff rail. That's really the only two, but they're easily among the most buggy, broken, difficult challenges in the whole game. I think that might be the only way to do it. is to technically be in ellipse slides, but make the game think it's a smith. That's exactly what I meant. That was not at all a smith. Admittedly, it kind of looks like one, but it's just not. But I'm not even upset. Okay, and then gap over the rail. Big ol' frontside flip. Hard flip, perhaps. Not really. Nice, but that's all of Manny's missions. So when I have a look at that hard flip. It's a bit weird. I often do hard flips like that and I can't really control it. Okay, let's do one last one. I believe, yeah, I think this might be the last one for Annie. Line, but not the worst, hopefully. Trick downstairs, trick on flat, grind the curved rail. That seems very doable. Kickflip. Kickflip. Tree flip. From blunt to fakie. Nice. Yes, that is all of Annie's missions done. Only 3 attempts, if I counted correctly. Pretty nice. Not super clean. Very nice looking switch laser. I don't even know how I made it look like that. I lost count of how many missions that was in this video. I want to say 4, but I can't even think of all of them. First was the one for, I always forget her name, Jamiria, near the pyramid ledges. Then Louis Barletta, the Philly local, the one for Manny here, and the one for Annie. So yeah, that's 5. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. There are only a few more videos left before we get all the pro missions under our belt. In the longer run, I think it would be nice to have all the, like, 200, can't talk anymore, would be nice to get all the Steam achievements. It's not necessarily going to be recorded on video. For sure the pro missions, I want to record all of the trick collection things, not necessarily because it will take forever. Like the one where you have to grind for 4 kilometers. Ouch. And like 500 hard flips, 2000 kick flips, whatever the numbers are. Nice. Those trick completion things, I'm not gonna do all recorded on screen, either videos or streaming, because it's just a bit too tedious. I would, however, like to do all the historical challenges on video. At least the ones I don't have yet. So it won't be a comprehensive list because I already did a few either in videos accidentally or not in videos accidentally. Didn't want to pop out. But yeah, that's another completion thing I think would be kind of fun to make or to include in the series. I really like bigger spins. It's not something I ever do intentionally. Anyway, rambling again. As always, thank you very much for watching and for listening. I hope you're still enjoying these session videos. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.